Charlotte emailed me a picture of a tulip tree, and she said that they grow best in the northern half of Texas. I want one for my yard.
You know what I bought?
What?
A delphinium. Have you ever seen a delphinium?
No.
I hadn't until last year. And I bought it. It was the prettiest plant I've ever seen with the most beautiful flowers. Yeah, this is itching. And I bought it from my friend.
Are they pink?
No, they're like periwinkle color.
Oh.
There's
Hi,
Elle. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Y'all like...
Yeah, this is Misty K.
It's got a little cold set problem.
Well, it's crooked. I mean...
Well, I put mine on crooked so it wouldn't be quite so... I mean, what do you expect from the Dollar Tree?
Did you go to Dollar Tree or Dollar General?
I went to the Dollar Tree.
I don't really know the difference.
Well, Dollar Tree's cheaper, but it's nicer. If that makes any sense.
But there's really, I mean, everything's not $1.
Yes,
and
it
that's
is.
What,
in the Dollar Tree.
But at Dollar General, it's not.
No.
Okay.
I don't know if it ever was. Marsha, was it ever?
What?
Was it ever $1 at Dollar General? Everything $1?
I think. Oh, at Dollar General? Oh, I don't know.
The Dollar General.
Dollar General, just Dollar
And Family Dollar. I don't know.
Dollar Tree 99 cents is the only one that has $1.
Oh, Dollar Tree 99 cents. We just got it.
Just in.
Breaking news, folks. Breaking news from Alyssa.
That was funny. It was like a little, what's that called?
Yeah, like the...
Morse code.
Yeah. Well, that's what I used to... Back in the day, you're probably not old enough to remember that, but back in the day, that's how people communicated.
I think they still do that.
We didn't have cell phones and text
messages. Don't you still have to know
messages.
Morse code if you're in the military?
Yeah,
I don't
probably.
know. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Joanne.
Oh,
hi.
Janet Love. I told you I talked to her yesterday.
Yes. I saw her on the caller ID.
Okay, for
Because
anybody,
if I'm not here, I have to know what happened when I wasn't here. No, really. I was looking for someone else's number.
I hope everybody has thought out, because what Janet told me was that outside of her apartment in Denver, she used to live here, and so we used to get to see her all the time, but now she lives in Denver. We really miss her. Anyway, they got 3 feet of snow in 24 hours.
That's wrong.
Yeah. And I
mean, what were you thinking?
And I haven't talked to Lorraine. I don't know what's going on in Wyoming, so hopefully I can hear from Lorraine.
I don't know. Somebody said that was called teletype.
Oh, I'll go with it.
Didn't
Happy St.
by
Patrick's
me.
Day to Albuquerque back.
Hi, Sue. Judy.
Okay.
Well, we may look cute, but let me tell you what. This is tearing me up. I'm taking it off.
Yeah.
It is so...
Can you return it?
This was $4.33.
Well, at least it was really just $1.
I'm on a budget. That's my answer to everything. Okay. If I don't want to do it,
I gotta raise that.
Otherwise, if I want to do it, it doesn't matter what my budget is.
All right, today is gonna go fast.
Okay, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I can't. You're gonna have to get a pen and paper because I don't have the things for the up above the.
There's entirely too many. So what we decided to do is Misty made a banner for each manufacturer. So we're gonna go from one manufacturer to the next, and we're going to show you all the reds that they have. And Misty was gone yesterday, and so I said, I got this. I'll pull all the reds. You don't worry about it. And there's tons that we're going to run through today, so it's going to go fast and furious.
This is going to make a big old mess, when we do this.
Yeah, well, that's what we do when we make messes.
Worth it. Look, there's still feathers flying through the air. Can y'all see those? It's raining feathers. So poor bird. I didn't know birds got that green. Okay.
It's like green dye.
I know, like they do with the watermelon at Walmart.
Well, some birds get really vibrant.
Yeah, but not like
they're
that.
You can't buy their feathers at the Dollar General.
I saw a special. I don't know if it was on YouTube or what, because if you see it on YouTube like us, it's always true. But they take this watermelon that's not all that red, and they spray it with this food coloring, and it makes it look so red, and you want to buy it and eat it, and then it's not good. Do you not ever know that?
I know that with food photography, they do a whole lot of things, creative things like that to make it look more appetizing. Yes. And that's why when I make something, it never looks like...
Oh, your food's always beautiful.
Oh. Hi from Sweden. Hi, Maria.
The thing of it is, it doesn't matter if it tastes good, as long as it takes a good picture for Facebook and Instagram.
That's right. Mm-hmm. I've had some pretty food that was awful.
I've had some awful food that was pretty.
Yeah.
That's the same thing. I've had some ugly food.
Yeah, hummingbirds can be really green, and hummingbirds are my favorite. Absolutely.
So this is genuine hummingbird feathers.
You're going to get the animal activist out after us, Misty.
Well, not me. Dollar Tree.
You bought it.
I did.
Okay, so back to the task at hand. So after the video, you got to give Misty time. She's going to put a list of everything we tried on, and she's going to time and date stamp it so that you can go back through and see. If you wanted to see On Fire by Raquel Welch, you will know exactly where in the video to go find it time-wise.
I hope Terry's here because we're specifically doing a couple colors in the On Fire for her today. She's kind of up in the air on, I sent her pictures, but she wanted to see them on somebody, so we're going to do that.
Okay, someone said, Misty does have Alva on in Chocolate Frost. Someone's saying their bangs on their Alva were too heavy. What did you do?
I just directed it back. See my bang? Still there, still heavy, but I just trained it back.
Did you put any product in it?
Oh, always a little hairspray.
Okay.
Sometimes I'll do like texture spray, but just dry shampoo and hairspray. And the more you do that, the more it'll stay. Your wigs are trainable. I always say they act better than kids.
They do. And this is Jolie by Noriko, and got it kind of zhuzhed.
We call that the Jolie special, or the Kim Jolie special. I just can't. I was going to wear another. I'm so in love with this wig.
You know what we did?
What?
Got a liner on.
I'll go get one.
We forgot our liners. Tom Thumb Pharmacy Frisco, welcome. It makes me so happy to see y'all. How the heck do you do that and work too? I know we do work, and so people are often shocked when they call and they're like, "You answer the phone?" Or I'll get an email. I'll write an email, and they're like, "I didn't expect you to email." It's like, yeah, we actually work.
Yes,
we work for a living.
All right, what are we going to start with? What company? You
Okay,
choose.
we're going to start with Raquel.
Okay, let me put this up. So I'm going to put the name of the company so that when we go through it. Oh, it's the one I don't have. I did them all, but this is Raquel Welch. Okay. Stay tuned, folks. More teletype to come.
Hi, Kentucky. All right, so I'm going to put one on, and then we're going to just have this steady stream of Red Wigs. And what
I do think these are separated though by real life.
they are.
Okay.
Yeah, I separated by the. So the first grouping of Raquel Welch is all going to be the Vibrolite fiber, which is their regular fiber.
Oh, Arlene says she's going to see us in 9 days.
Yes, she is. All right, this is Muse by Raquel Welch in color 1425, also known as Honey Ginger. Muse is 100% fully hand tied, so this is a really kind of light red. It's got a lot of highlights to it.
Yeah, more on the strawberry blonde kind of side. One of the lighter ones we'll show you today, but
Yes.
definitely in the red category. We'll get the system down.
Okay. This is Sparkle in the SS2933, the Iced Pumpkin Spice. Now this color is part of their Cool collection that came out last year. So it's actually a cool red. It's got great highlights, lowlights. Oh, I'm in the wrong place. Okay. And then it's got that dark hybrant root. Sparkle's kind of long on the sides. And so a lot of times people want to put it behind your ears. I feel like I'm going too slow.
No, I feel like you're going too fast.
You do? Okay. Can we look up the Blossom theme song and recreate the intro on stream? You know, those are all copyrighted. YouTube does not let you post things that are copyrighted.
Oh, this color on me.
Okay, this is Voltage in R28S Plus, also known as Glazed Fire.
Fire.
And
one of our longtime customers wears that color.
oh, and she looks beautiful in it.
She does.
One thing that we've always noticed about people that wear red is that each person really has a specific red they're going for. Typically, reds don't vary the color a whole lot. So this does have some color dimension to it. It doesn't have a root, but it's got really bright, vibrant, light highlights. Oh, thank you, Kim. And thank you for calling my shirt green because it got called blue today.
Ew. Did she call it blue or she just say, is that green?
I think what she said is, where's your green?
Yeah.
I'm like, I have green on.
This is all the green I could find, just a little bit. I just don't have any green. I don't. Whew. There's somebody from Boston here.
This is R3329S Plus Glazed Auburn. This is winter. We turn our back to back and sing I Feel Good by James Brown. Well, I don't sing. Misty sings.
I don't know how to sing like James Brown.
I don't either. Well, the important part of that is that you do feel good. So, I feel good. Okay. You know, I was telling you I'm planting flowers. I'm going to make an herb garden too.
Well, you just do that. I had some basil once.
Oh, basil.
And I
is like
used
my
it a
thing.
lot. And then, well, it was last year. I bought a plant, but, you know, I didn't.
Yes, Alva can have the bangs thinned. If you order it, you've got to put notes in. There's a notes section, and so you've got to put notes of what you want us to do. And sometimes we'll ask for a little more information in the way of measurements or that type of thing. But yes, we can absolutely do it. Okay, this is, I think, 3025 Glazed Cinnamon. This wig is ahead of the curve. It's got a lace front. And we have sold a ton
No,
of these.
Lorraine, glazed auburn is not rooted, but it does have those darker pieces, so it kind of gives it a little bit of a shadow. Has a good low light. There's Lorraine. Speaking of
Lorraine,
Montana.
Lorraine, we were talking about you. Are you snowed in? Did you get to go to your horse show? I was all worried about it because I was like, you were so excited to go to your horse show, and then the storm came. Hopefully, you didn't get stranded somewhere, and hopefully everything went well.
Wherever she's at, she's watching us now.
I know. Okay, glazed cinnamon, ahead of the curve. All right, what are we going to do now? Okay, we are now switching fibers. We are switching over to their True to Life fiber. It's their heat defiant fiber. Anytime you switch fibers from a traditional fiber to a heat friendly fiber, the color is going to change slightly. In some manufacturers it changes more than others, but the way the manufacturers describe it to us is it's kind of like if you have a linen blouse and you have a silk blouse and they're both dyed with the same dye, the colors are going to look different. They because the fabric is different, it takes on the color differently. All right, this is...
Your mom says we're looking cute in red. It's very Irish.
All right, this is RL2925. It's golden russet. It's got really good chunky highlights. Of course, Raquel always puts the light pieces at the front where the lace is, which I love. And this is on fire. I don't know if I said that or not.
I think you did.
I did. Repeat myself. I'm getting old. Can't hear, can't talk. can't see.
Can we do the next on fire now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so Terry, if you're watching, this is the lighter color we talked about, which I think would be gorgeous on you.
Yeah, Terry asked us to compare these two colors. The color I'm going to put on is RL 3027 Rusty Auburn.
You know, I find myself not pulling this color because of the description. When it says golden russet, I automatically think it's going to be
Gold brown.
I think it's going to be blonder, you know, and this has got some of that deep color running through it, so. So same style. These are the two colors she wanted to compare.
Is it the Terry in Utah?
Yes.
Hi, Terry in Utah. Okay, so this one, she still puts some lighter pieces in the front, but it doesn't have the light highlights, and those are pretty golden highlights.
Mm-hmm.
On that tulip tree, they say it's full center. We'll take.
Oh, I didn't read about it. I'm supposed to forward that message to you, and I forgot. She said to share that with me, and I forgot. But it's
Misty doesn't
pink.
like to share.
She said it's also called. That is not true. It is also called something else too.
Is that in the email that you didn't forward? Okay. Okay, I'm going to put RL 2933. This is the Shadow Shade Ice Pumpkin Spice. Now, we just saw this in the Sparkle, which is their traditional fiber, and this is the RL fiber.
Rose says it must be the camera because I don't see any red in those. It must be your camera, girl.
Yeah, because these are
pretty
red.
Okay, Molly. Molly says that if we show red that I was thinking about for her to let her know. Definitely going to show that strawberry swirl again.
So the Ice Pumpkin Spice in the RL fiber is a little bit more vibrant than it is in the Vibralight. And this is Flirting with Fashion.
Yeah, and we showed this in the Sparkle regular fiber, so if you want to go back and compare the colors. That is such a cute style. That's it in-store only though, right? So if you do want Flirting with Fashion, or is that online? One of the two.
I'm sorry.
Is that in-store only style? No, this is online only. Sorry.
On Fire is in store only.
Yes.
Okay. Tulip tree is a type of a magnolia tree, and
Yes,
we grow
that's what she
magnolia
said.
trees
Is that
all
Charlotte?
over the place.
She
here.
said it was a saucer magnolia. That's it. Which is
Okay.
little. It's got little, but it's cute. I want one in my yard.
Okay. This is a violet red. It's called Deepest Ruby.
Vicki, I don't know what I just had on. I'm sorry. Probably the On Fire. If it was the very last thing I just put on before this, the On Fire in the 30, the Rusty Auburn.
All right. This is color RL 3335. Again, Deepest Ruby. This is In Charge.
In Charge. We sold a lot of those lately.
Yes, we
Because
have.
they finally started coming off back order, but now some colors are already on back order again. Same thing
Yes.
with Alva.
And we're being told on the Ice Granita for In Charge, it is August.
I wouldn't even tell that if I were them.
So,
I would just
Deepest
say
Ruby.
we don't know.
It doesn't look as violet under these lights as it is, but it really is a violet red. It's got color dimension, but not a whole lot. You're not going to see the chunky highlights or lowlights.
I love that color.
But it's a
I have always loved that color.
it's a
but I
beautiful
like
color.
that violet tone.
Yeah.
Kind of almost a plum.
All right.
And this, again, if you get this, it has a definite crown in it. So if you're trying to move it, then you can't. Kim talked about that last week.
Hi, Pat. It's our first time. Welcome.
All right. We're going to what company?
We are going to Estetica. Did you make an Estetica?
I did it! So excited.
Somebody did their job.
Girl.
Oh, I'm going to give
You
you a
have
free
no
pass.
idea.
I'm going to give you a free pass. You had stuff.
Do you have my lid, ma'am?
Oh, I dropped it.
Oh, it's okay. I'll let it pass.
Okay, this is Ellen by Estetica. The color is R20. And Estetica mixes colors with names, so sometimes it's just a color and sometimes they'll put a name on it. But for this one, it's just a R20.
R20. F doesn't have an F.
Yes, R20F.
R20F.
And Ellen's just a classic bob.
It's almost like that 1422 Honey Ginger that we showed in Raquel.
Yeah, it is. It's a little bit lighter, I think, but it's a good color.
Hi, Cheryl.
Sometimes I think it's hard for people if they want true strawberry blonde.
Yeah, because they're typically either just red or blonde.
Right.
Hard.
Or it'll start to go a little bit brown. Okay, this is a violet brown. I think they call this. Okay, so this color is called Vogue. No numbers, just Vogue. And it's got a highlight and a low light. It's got a dark low light running through it. And this is Jamison. Jamison has a lace front with a mono part.
I like Jamison.
So you can see the low light running through that. Yeah, Jamison's a great classic bob with no bang. And
On the darker red side.
yeah, and the
it's hard to find.
fiber just moves really well.
There's Charlotte. Charlotte, if you heard, I forgot to tell Kim about the message you sent.
But
we know now.
yes, we do.
It's all out in the open. I confessed my sin. I had to do the same thing this week to one of our lovely clients coming in from Lubbock.
Would you cut bangs in that Jamison?
No.
Okay.
Did somebody ask?
Yes.
This is one of those, and I'm like, yeah, you could do it, but I mean, it's better just to find a wig that already has bangs, unless there's some reason, because it doesn't have any layers. Wait, where's my part? Vogue. I like the depth of this one.
So this is Jett, and this color is 3028, R30, 28,
26.
26. Thank you. I don't have my glasses on. So this is, I would probably still call this strawberry, but it's a deeper strawberry than the last one. It doesn't have quite as much blonde to it.
To me, that looks like a lot of people's natural red hair. Mm-hmm. You know, especially if you get in the summer.
Well, it's like our friend Betsy.
Summer sun.
Hers is natural, real close to this color.
So that looks like Betsy would have a few highlights.
Right. Okay. Vogue does have violet. It's not as violet as some violet reds, but it's definitely on the cool side.
Yeah. I don't have a red wig right now.
I thought you had Reese and Raspberry Ice.
I do, but when I moved, I packed it and I haven't opened. That's been a while ago.
Mm-hmm. All right, so this is Orchid R32 28H. Orchid's just my really. Oh, well, I guess I shouldn't say that. I'll sound like Misty.
And what's wrong with that?
Well, I have 3 orchids.
So that's definitely one of your favorites. That's if you have 3. That would put you right under Jolie, because I don't think you have that many Camerons, do you? Well, you have, yeah, you do. 3 Camerons.
I have 3 Camerons. I don't know how many Jolies I have.
Oh, we
Somewhere in the neighborhood
a few years ago.
of 6 or so. And then I have 3, but I love Orchid.
Yeah,
So
Orchid's
this
pretty.
color is not as violet as the other. It's still dark, but it's got the highlights running through it are what I would call more caramely. And then it's got that red base to it.
And that, it's just got striking. They did really good on that color because it's got the definite, not so chunky, but definite highlight, low light. sometimes the blended colors just...
We did not. All of these wigs that we're showing, nothing has been done to them. There's no product. They haven't been cut. The only thing that has been modified are the first wigs that we had when we came on, and that's because those are our personal wigs. Oh, could you cut bangs in the Orchid? Yeah, we've done it.
Yeah, because it's got nice, shorter pieces.
Okay. This is Sage in R628F.
Ooh, that almost is...
This may get called more brown.
It's kind of like a little bit more brown version of that.
It is. But it's got the...
I would still call that...
Well, 28's definitely in the red category, and that's the highlight that's running through here. So, Sage is a lot like Head of the Curve by Raquel. Oh, Susan. Well, I mean, our email's flooded, but you guys take priority. And I had to have that talk with one of my reps this week that, my email priorities are customers and inquiries from Wig Chicks or Wig Talk or whatever, not her email.
We switching companies?
Yes, we're switching companies to Gabor. Joan, if you have questions about color, email us. You can send us your picture. Well, I mean, everybody sees color differently, and so we're all visual. So a lot of times, if you'll send us a picture and say, this is what my hair normally looks like, or this is the color that I like, and you're wanting us to help suggest a color for you in a particular style, that's the best way to do it, because otherwise, in talking through descriptions with words without pictures, it's real hard. It's real easy to get off the mark. And I'm saying I'm using one word and you're using another word, and we're really talking about two different colors. So
yeah, because everybody has a different idea of everything.
Different idea of everything. Okay, this is Epic by Gabor in dark copper. It's GL 3032.
Nova Scotia's here.
I'm going to go to Nova Scotia. Yeah, you could probably make that on your way to Ireland.
Maybe.
You could just take a boat. Okay, so this is got a lot of copper to it. It's pretty vibrant, but it's a really pretty color.
Mm-hmm.
And Gabor puts lighter pieces here as well. This doesn't have blonde highlights, so obviously they didn't put blonde, but Epic, I don't remember when they came out with it, but it has been a great seller. Ooh, Cabo San Lucas.
Super comfy wig. Almost always hangs perfect straight from the box.
At the beach. Now, I don't know. That's... No. I don't know how that got in there. That is flat out brown. Okay. This is Epic as well. In GL 630, and it's called Mahagony. So this is going to be, still going to be red, but it's going to have some brown lowlights. Manitoba. So you can see kind of the color dimension. So for some people, if you're a true redhead, you would call this brown. I'd call it a warm brown, but definitely I would say it was probably in the red family.
Molly says stop in Maine for lobster. Oh, every time somebody mentions lobster, I never eat lobster, but when somebody mentions it, all I want is a lobster.
I've been to Maine.
I've been Camden, Maine, and
Couple
I didn't
times.
even eat lobster.
Are you kidding?
I'm kidding.
We
No, I'm
had
not
it
kidding.
breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And you can just stop at a little roadside thing and get a lobster roll.
Yes.
And they're so good. And you see these men, they're right on the ocean. They got these big pots and they're bringing those lobsters in and they're steaming them. And then, like the restaurants at the front, they just steam them right out back and then.
Well, that's
the
when I
restaurant.
wasn't so varied in my palate. It included chicken nuggets.
And
Or
pizza.
not chicken nuggets, chicken strips, and the occasional.
Yes, I've been to Cadillac Mountain, Donna. It's beautiful. Sheer Elegance, GL 2931, Shadow Shade Rusty Auburn.
You ever have those dreams, like, everybody, I don't know, I think everybody does, but if they think, well, if I were just to wake up one day and have to start a new life, where would I start it? Well, my best friend and I, we researched all these towns in the Northeast, and we decided we were going to do it in Camden, Maine.
Oh, I've stayed in Camden, Maine.
So,
That is the
it's just
quaintest.
but then I watched that episode, or not the episode, that movie, which I know it doesn't take place there, but Sleeping with the Enemy with Julia Roberts. And I'm like, it's always those perfect little towns that the psychos go to. No offense. But,
Well, Camden, Maine is
yeah,
lovely.
Camden, that's where I'm starting my new life one day.
So this has a good medium red. It's not overly copper. It's not violet, but they threw a highlight running through there that is copper. So you get a little bit of copper, but it's a really well balanced flavor.
Well,
Color.
since we're talking about lobster,
I'm always about the food.
we should have Irish food today.
Okay.
I don't know where you would get that.
Is there an Irish pub around here?
There used to be one down on 75,
Isn't
but
it
I
like
don't think it's there
shepherd's pie
anymore.
Irish?
Yes, I think so. We could have potatoes. But,
I'm always up for a little bit of tater.
me too. Oh, this wig is cute.
It is cute.
I forget about this.
I know. Hang on.
It's probably cuter if you fix it.
You got, you got a lump.
Well, I'm
Go ahead.
lumpy. It's because I didn't have time to do my.
Okay. Are you ready to switch?
I'm ready. What
We're
color?
going to go to Tonya Beverly.
corned beef and
duh.
cabbage. Yeah.
So this is going to be another strawberry blonde. This is called Strawberry Frost. So this is pretty close to
It
honey
looks
ginger.
more blonde in that style than it normally does.
It does.
'Cause sometimes
Let me
the
turn around and see if it's back.
Yeah, the strawberry frost always has a little bit darker shading here. Look down just a little. I think the light. There we go. But it really looks more highlighted in that style. Okay.
And that's something we run into all the time, is the same color in a different style will look different.
Yes.
Okay.
This is, some people call this a pixie. I don't know what a true pixie is then, because I guess these long pieces make it a pixie.
I'm not too young to remember Maureen O'Hara. Misty might be, but
Well, that sounds familiar. What's she playing? Madeline Murray O'Hara?
all right, this is Tasha in Cognac.
Oh, I love Cognac. Cognac is beautiful.
It's got great color dimension. There's just different colors running through it. I think a lot of different skin tones can wear this color because it's got so many different things going on. But this is Tasha.
And Tasha is just, it's not lace front, but it
It's-
always hangs so pretty. It's like you don't even need it, because it gives you, sometimes the lace front can get flatter across the forehead, but with the permatease, it's just pretty. Which y'all all know my love of Tonya Beverly lately.
This is Harlow in dark auburn.
Are y'all still hanging with us? I'm telling y'all, we got a lot of wigs. This is probably going to be our longest one yet.
Probably. But we get a lot of requests for reds, and I don't know if I ever got this out. Reds typically, yeah, I did. They stay within their color range, and so...
Well, and it's good. I mean, if we were to split this up into like 3 different things, then it would be hard to compare. Now,
Right.
it's just a marathon.
Right.
So when you ain't got nothing and you can't sleep at night, you can come back.
So dark
Different
auburn
colors.
really doesn't have that much in the way of a highlight or a low light. I wouldn't call it fully monochromatic, but
It's pretty. It's a pretty color.
it's a really pretty color. What would you call it? More neutral?
No. Well, no. Sue, that was the Fiona.
I thought we were almost done. Who pulled
No,
all these? Who
girl.
pulled all
That's
these
why I'm
wigs?
I'm glad y'all are hanging with us. Colleen says she loves the marathon. This is the only kind of marathon I can finish. You put me out there in some tennis shoes.
What about, you've done Netflix marathons?
Well, that's true, but then I fall asleep. This I don't have choice.
That is cute
Harlow.
on you.
Harlow.
That's really cute.
She's messing with my hair.
Well, you
back
had
there.
something sticking out.
Well, it's because I put so many wigs on and off. It's starting to kind of ride.
Somebody put on the Wig Chicks group this morning that their bangs were sticky outy. It's like it's a real word. It's like, yeah, it is. We use that all the time when it's sticky outy.
Okay, I'm gonna redo this really quick so I don't have that problem.
I put my hair behind my ears all the time, and I hope nobody knows I have a wig on. All right, we are now switching to John Renault.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
So this first wig is Minka in FS 43330A. That's kind of a mouthful.
Now, Minka.
Minka has been discontinued, and we were sad to hear that. So, but I wanted to show this color.
Yeah, and some colors are still available. So if you're a Minka wearer and you want to see if you can still get one, give us a call and we'll find out for you.
So this is really, it's got that dark 6 base, but then they've thrown some highlights in there of 2 different colors of red. So it's a really pretty color. Is this technically chocolate? No, it's not. No, it's not.
J-Deb is asking, no wait, hang on. Debbie is asking any suggestion for red colors that would work for cool tone skin. Well, if you watched last week, you'll remember that I determined I'm cool tone. Kim is neutral. I am cool. So anything you see on me, if you're cool tone, then it should work. If it looks good, okay? Some of them don't. So.
Yes, Minka is like a shorter orchid. The fringe on the Minka is longer than the orchid. So this is Ignite in Rooted Salted Caramel, which is 2631 S6. You can see.
Somebody's asking what color this Minka is, so we're just gonna FS 4/33/30A.
So Ignite is a heat defiant fiber. So this color in their regular fiber will look a little bit different.
I will say I enjoy the fact that John Renault does. They do the same color in both fibers, usually always.
They do, and I don't think their colors change. There's not as much variation in their color from regular fiber to their heat defiant, I don't think, as some of the other
usually
companies.
a little bit more gold. In fact, we just talked about this morning with Alyssa. Usually a little bit more gold on heat defiant.
We use the Milano wig grip.
Yes, and we only have the liners on because these wigs are not our own. So
I'm going from the wrong place.
this large cap Ignite is so comfortable.
Okay, this is January in FS2V/31V. This is chocolate cherry. So this is a really violet red.
Maria's asking, is Ignite a good wig to start with? Any wig is a good wig to start with if you like it. would suggest going with something that maybe is not heat defiant if you're not familiar with wig fibers, or if you do go with heat defiant, just make sure you read all the instructions and understand how to take care of it. We have the okay from Carol to take all the time we need.
Good. Okay, so chocolate cherry.
That color is just so, it's real fashion forward.
It is.
It's real chunky.
This color is beautiful in Brooklyn as well. So again, it's FS2V/31V.
I love January.
Yeah.
I need a new one. Mine is worn out. You know, it's like a good pair of shoes. You just get real attached to it and you don't want to
Get it all trained. All right, this is Emilia in color 13130. And this is a very vibrant red.
As pretty as this color is, this is one color that does not look good on me.
Oh,
Maybe if you wore all black or something.
everything looks good on you, Misty.
And look how copper it makes that look. Because this is
Yeah.
normally something I don't consider that copper.
This has the two colors are 131 and 30, but it's fairly well blended. You get a little bit of color dimension and low lighting, but for the most part, I like Emilia.
I think you've said that before.
I've tried it on, I don't know how
And
many
you just
times. I
never
think
get
I'm
it.
going to get it, and then something comes up and I don't get it.
This is the color I always imagine, like those Russian spies wearing, you know. I don't know why, but
Like in
the
a really
movies,
short bob with
Yes.
straight bangs.
They
Yeah.
always they put that red wig on. Mariska.
Oh. Missy K, you just cracked me up. Okay, this is Elle. And this is called Shaded Peach.
That's one of my favorite colors.
I don't know why it's called Shaded Peach, but
I don't either, unless and this is the only explanation I got. You know, like when a peach is really ripe, that really kind of red part, or the inside where the seed is, because otherwise a peach is not that color, not in Texas anyway.
so this is 3827 S4. So the 4 is where the dark root is, and then the 27 and the 30 are highlighted and low lighted.
Carol says she's Irish and Cherokee Indian.
Oh, I'm Choctaw.
Well, I'm Irish, a little bit.
I never knew that.
Yeah, I've
You've
been
not
obsessed
shared-
with my DNA results, y'all. I think I mentioned it like 10 times. Well, I'm 28% Irish.
Oh, I thought you said 24.
No,
Is
28.
it going up now?
I'm more Scottish than I am Irish. But since it's St. Patrick's Day, I feel more Irish. Can't you tell I'm even adopting the accent? My Texan is not even as strong.
Y'all.
I can't
That's
even,
all I got to say is y'all.
I want to say, when people call up here, and I can't even act like it's not me. Because immediately they're like, oh, is this Misty? And I'm like, yeah, I can't even disguise my twang. I can't even pretend. No.
Why would you? Okay, this is one of
This
the
color. Sorry, we can't move on.
Jean Renault reds. I would say probably their top selling. I mean, I haven't talked to Jean Renault about that, but from our perspective, it's called FS27. It's got highlights, lowlights. It's a
Anytime you see an FS in the front of the color, it stands for fashion syrup. I don't know where that whole syrup comes from, but it means it's going to be a little bit chunkier. And we did a whole,
Right. So this is called FS27, also strawberry syrup.
yeah, we did a whole thing on decoding Jean Renault colors once. So if you are curious,
There's so much shit. I still forget. I have to go look at the manual. All right, FS27 Brooklyn. Brooklyn is part of the Professional collection that you can only buy in a wig store. You cannot buy it online.
and it is a gorgeous. I love Brooklyn. I have Brooklyn. I love my Brooklyn. This again reminds me of like almost like a natural. I had grew up with a girl and she had naturally red hair. This looks like just with some highlights, but it's kind of that natural red base.
All right. I'm just going to take this into my own hands.
Well, you should, because I'm caught again on my earring.
How on earth did you do that?
I don't know. I do it with my mask all the time. It's just like, how?
You're going to have to take your earring off.
Okay.
We,
It's one of those that doesn't.
oh, I was going to say, you just ripped
It doesn't
out.
have a back. It's.
Okay, this is Sky and Chestnut.
Kate says she's from Texas, and I'm like, they don't have an accent.
So you guys have seen Sky before. Great classic Noriko style. Chestnut has got a dark low light and then a red highlight. I would not probably call this, I wouldn't call it violet, but I would say it is definitely middle of the road. Are you counting how many wigs?
Uh-huh. Y'all gonna really have to give me some time to get these time stamped, because I'll have to go back and watch the whole video.
Okay, Peggy's asking how far in advance. With things opening up, our schedule has gotten pretty crazy. We still have to limit the number of people that are in the store. So we book 2 appointments an hour. Each appointment's an hour long. So I would probably say at this point you need to call about a week in advance to make sure you get the exact time that you want if you're coming from Austin. If you're coming from out of town, let us know. We'll make sure that we make your appointment for a little bit more time to make sure that you get to see and do everything you want to do when you come.
Okay, what is this?
This is Alva in red brown. The red brown
really
is
not
a
all that
new
red.
color. It's not all that red.
But
I think
we
I
had to
even
include
said
it because it had red in the title.
yeah. I don't know why they made this color. I honestly don't, because I don't see it any different than ginger brown, even when you hold them next to each other.
It's
It's not as highlight-
undertone is a little bit different. I think ginger brown has a little bit more copper to it.
It's just so close.
It is very close.
You know, to go and make a new color that.
But I felt that same way about cappuccino and dark chocolate too.
Yeah, true. All right, this is Nori in Copper Glaze-R.
Have I told y'all I love Alva? Do you know how many Alvas we sold? I don't even want to tell you how many we sold last week. Because I know you were probably thinking, oh my goodness, when you saw that last order I did of just Alvas. We sold a lot.
Well, we got, I shouldn't even say, but we got sugarcane in yesterday. It's been back ordered.
Do we have any left?
We have one left.
I'm telling you.
Some people were waiting on that color.
But I will say this, they have a shipment coming in this week. Not really sure what's going to be on it. Nori's a little bit shorter than Sky. I don't know if you said that. And then from then out, the next shipment will be till the end of April. So if you're wanting Alva, place your order. You got to get in line.
We've got a lot.
We've got a lot, but
we don't have everything.
oh mercy, this has got some to it. This would be one of those that somebody'd say that's a Tina Turner wig.
Well, and those bangs are sticky outy for sure.
They are. Molly, if you're still here, this is one color I think would be really pretty on you. She was wanting something a little bit darker red, but she's really cool tone, and this color looks good with the cool, I think.
All right, this is Kate in Irish Spice. And I love this color. They don't make it in a whole lot of styles. They make it in Seville, right? It's pretty.
Yes, they make it in Seville. They make it in some of the Amore from their line. Speaking of, I think that'll be next on her.
I didn't pull any more because the color line is the same.
No, I'm just saying that they're coming out with new styles.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll be showing those the next couple of weeks.
Debbie, yes, we would calm those bangs down before that ever went out the door. Nori, because it's so much shorter than Sky and it's so full that those bangs kind of sticking out is really kind of a common thing for Nori.
Yeah, and they pack them inside out. So when they come out, they're kind of like, oh, hello to the world.
Yes, Grandma in that Kate in pastel blue is gorgeous, and we are receiving our pastel blue R Kates next week.
Yes, oh my goodness, I just jerked earring. That's Molly. That's who I'm talking about, y'all. So if you see Molly on here, she has a YouTube channel, and she did a whole sweet video on her Kate pastel blue R.
All right, this is Angelica in Raspberry Ice R. Angelica is a machine-made cap, and this is one of those other wigs that, out of the box, is gorgeous every time. Mm-hmm. I don't think. Have you ever had to do anything to them? I mean,
not unless somebody wanted a bang cut in it, which we can trim a bang in it because it has some shorter face framing pieces. It cuts a bang really well. Peg is asking, does Kate favor Ignite? Yeah, it does. It's a little bit more, it's got more long pieces here and longer at the nape, and it's regular fiber. So, but yeah, style-wise it kind of does. Ooh, we're getting there,
we're
y'all.
getting there. All right. And this is Ivy and Auburn Sugar-R.
Oh, that's good that we're putting these side by side because I think they're really close. This is a good example of the one being copper undertone and one being violet. So we'll just do them side
Shelly,
by side.
it is similar to Orchid. It does not have a lace front. It's a machine-made cap.
So these are similar, but I think this has a more violet undertone and that has more of the...
This looks more brown.
Mm-hmm.
And these
So
bangs are
definitely red, but...
These bangs are sticky-outy too.
So we didn't check them before a video, but we will check them if you order them.
No, Kate doesn't look like Orchid. Angelica looks like Orchid.
I know. It's hard when you're answering questions from YouTube and Facebook because the one doesn't know what the other's doing. It's like the right hand and the left hand.
Kind of like us.
Sometimes we're sitting here talking and we're not listening to each other and we'll repeat the same thing.
Yeah. And then sometimes one of us is paying attention like, I told you that yesterday. Okay, this is Reese in Strawberry Swirl.
Ooh-wee, these bangs are bad.
Yeah.
Easy fix though. If you
I
ever
can't
get a
even
wig,
get this on my head.
if you ever get a wig in, and even if we send it to you, we check it. But sometimes in the shipping, they do something weird, and you have one of those hot air brushes from Hot Tools that we sell, which are the plastic ones. You cannot use anything metal, but the plastic ones work great. Then you can just heat that up just a little bit.
Okay, so this is called Strawberry Swirl.
Yes, Donna. She said that we all keep you busy, I'll bet.
Excuse
Bless
me.
you.
Sorry. So, Strawberry Swirl. Again, if you want a light red strawberry for Noriko, that's going to be your go-to color.
Yes, and if you want something kind of like this with a root, then the Nutmeg F.
Oh, I forgot about Nutmeg F. That's such a pretty color. Okay, this next color is a little bit controversial.
Oh, I was like, what? What are we doing?
We have been told for years, that they are discontinuing Dark Rust.
Gosh, this is so pretty.
Well,
What's the color?
they're still making it. And
Every time we get some in, it's like, okay, well, these might be the last.
right, so we just order a bunch because, again, reds need specific colors, and I've got a number of ladies that wear this Dark Rust. It is their color, and nothing else will do, and so we try to make sure we have it. So
Doesn't come in that many things, but definitely comes in Sky and Sandy, Megan, Corey.
oh, it does come in Corey. So Sandy and Dark Rust.
kind of always tell people it's like Sky, just had a few hot rollers put in, make her a little bit more, this is a good like dress wig if you wear Sky.
Yeah.
Where Sky's more casual, this can be dressed up a little bit more.
Okay, now, so Noriko, Renee Paris, and Amore are all owned by Adoran, so their color lines they have the same colors. They used to not, but now they do. So this is Maple Sugar-R. And Maple Sugar, if I'm not mistaken, they actually classify as a brown in their catalog, but I think it's red. I mean, in this light you can see there's red running through it with highlights, and it's got the dark root.
Yeah, I think that should be in the red category. I mean, I could almost see him putting it in the dark blonde category, like the blondes, and I could brown.
We must be running really late.
We are. We've been on here 56 minutes.
The 1 o'clock appointments are coming in.
Oh, I have a
But
camera.
guess what? This is the last one.
Oh, well, I can just leave this one on then for a little
Yeah.
while.
This is India and Rusty Red. Now, after I just told you they have the same color line, Rusty Red's only made by Renee Paris. And so India's got a lace front, monopart, curls. It's been out, I don't know, maybe a year or so.
Donna, I'm not sure. She's asking what style is it again. I'm not sure which one she was talking about. But
Yeah, sorry.
just if you screenshot it and then send us a message, then I can tell you quicker than. India is always what I call it movie star wig. I don't know why, but it just reminds me of.
Movie star here?
Yeah, it's just really pretty.
Okay.
Oh, good Lord. Let's check that.
I need a nap.
Well, you don't get one.
Oh, you know what I would like to get, though?
What?
A coupon code for St.
Well,
Patrick's Day.
We can do that.
Can we do that? Are we
No.
allowed?
It's okay.
All right. So,
Autumn says, finally I caught y'all. Well, you got a lot of catching up to do, Autumn.
coupon code is going to be Lucky17. It's going to get you 17% off because St. Patrick's Day is on the 17th every year. And have fun shopping.
You know, it's actually the anniversary of his death.
I did not know.
I read a whole Google thing on St. Patrick before we started because I was just interested. Very interesting life. Yes,
It's
Lucky
interesting
17.
you get marked by when you die instead of when you're born.
Well, since he died in like AD 461, so there's no clear record on when he was born. So, but they know when he died because he was beloved.
Yes. All right, so coupon code. We've got new stuff coming up. There's a new color by Raquel, and we're getting our hands on that. We'll show you that.
New styles.
New styles. Lots of good, exciting stuff coming up. So
Um,
they do not make Jackson and melted marshmallow. They don't make Reese and melted marshmallow or milk tea.
on the coupon code, I don't know if you said this. You may have maybe one of those instances. It's good on everything. You did say that, even on sale wigs.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
It's not It's not going to be good on Lipsense.
No, but we can't do that anyway.
We can't do that anyway. So,
Wow,
all right.
that's the longest ever.
Yes.
Y'all just-
Thank you guys for hanging. I'm sorry it ran so long, but we've had a lot of requests for reds, and we really wanted to show as much as we possibly could. So that's what we did. So we'll do something fun next week too. I don't know what it'll be.
If you have any questions, you can email us. Somebody did bring up that we changed the name of the Wig Chicks group. It is now Mimi's Wig Chicks VIP. There was some confusion on who was running the group, and so we want everybody to know that it's not just for our people, but it is ran by us. So if you have questions or comments, always notify us. Website shopmimisdallas.com.
Yes. Lucky17, no spaces. Coupon code.
I think that's about it.
Yeah, and what Misty was kind of referencing but didn't say is the show and tell. So if there's something you want us to show and tell about, then send us an email and let us know. We've gotten some great suggestions, and we've got a list, and we're trying to work through that. But we'll get to them all.
And sometimes we can interject them in something like this, like we were able to do one today.
Yeah.
So, but I'll always let you know.
All right, y'all have a great week. We'll see you next week.
Bye.